you tryna go be? Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, ready, you ready? Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
SOS.
Mike 55, Mike 50, ready to go.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to run you over. Get up.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate.
And he's into the clear. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's first and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives him first and goal, as you outlined.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check, five.
Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag. Here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing here, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6'6", bullet high.
55. Come on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 53 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown, so 10-10 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it, give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And some room to run now. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
59, ready, check.
Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, South.
Tell me what you got.
Hey, dude.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. This time, Trubisky will throw. They'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Get ready! Get ready! Wait! Wait! Not here!
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
Down!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
The Falcons' 47-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Trubisky. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. 47 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And my goodness, another interception. Up by Kyle Fuller. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alert. 45 to the mark. All you get.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
21. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith, and a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run with McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
36.
Here's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180! Blue.
Escape situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky to the right side, complete to Miller. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Trubisky, flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
180! Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Jeff.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw Porter.
On the right side, this is Miller. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some...
Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 85 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's McKissick. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Sample, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the man. Started to guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consistently flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?